Welcome, have a nice day. Today is Wednesday, 19th of June 2024. On this day, we start the newspaper analysis with the newspaper. The Hindu states that Ramaphosa is sworn in for a second term as South Africa's president with the help of from a coalition parties. South Africa's Cyril Ramaphosa, CLO, and his wife Sipho Motsepe arrived ahead of Ramaphosa's inauguration president at the Union Building in Pretoria on June 19, 2024. Cyril Ramaphosa has been sworn in for a second term as South Africa's president in a ceremony in the administrative capital, Pretoria. Cyril Ramaphosa was sworn in for a second term as the South Africa's president on Wednesday in the ceremony in the administrative capital, Pretoria, with help from a coalition of parties for the first time in its 30-year rule. Mr. Ramaphosa is now set to appoint a cabinet in a new coalition government after his African National Congress party lost in its parliamentary majority in an election last month. He was re-elected president by lawmakers on a Friday after the main opposition party and a small third party joined the ANC in an agreement to co-govern Africa's most industrialized economy. The Hindu newspaper also stated that Sri Lanka needs to connect with India to benefit from its industrial success. President Wickremesinghe. Sri Lanka President Ranil Wickremesinghe. The cash-strapped country has introduced a set of hard reforms to address its economic woes. President Ranil Wickremesinghe on Wednesday said Sri Lanka needs to connect with the neighboring India to reap the benefits of its massive industrial development. Our neighbor India is going through a phase of the massive industrial development. Tamil Nadu, Telangana, and Andhra Pradesh are experiencing it. We must also join in, said Mr. Wickremesinghe in his address at the Industry 2024 event in Colombo. The Hindu newspaper also states that Iran has imprisoned Nobel Peace Prize laureate Narges Mohammadi, sentenced to another year in prison. Iran has imprisoned Nobel Peace Prize laureate Narges Mohammadi. Iran's imprisoned Nobel Peace Prize laureate Narges Mohammadi has been sentenced to another year in a prison for her activism. Iran's imprisoned Nobel Peace Prize laureate Narges Mohammadi has been sentenced to another year in prison for her activism, her lawyer said Wednesday. Mustafa Nili Mohammadi's lawyer said that his client was convicted on a charge of making propaganda against the system. Nili said the sentence came after Mrs. Mohammadi urged her voters to boycott Iran's recent parliamentary election, sent letters to lawmakers in Europe, and made the comments regarding the torture and sexual assault suffered by another Iranian journalist and political activist. The Hindu newspaper also states that monsoon gathering pace to strengthen in Maharashtra by June 2021-2022. In a meteorological department says monsoon clouds gather over the gateway of the India in Mumbai. Several parts of Mumbai received showers on June 19 morning, but it was insufficient to give respite from oppressive heat. The southwest monsoon, which has slowed down after hitting Mumbai, is gathering pace and is expected to progress further by June 21-22. An official of the Indian Meteorological Department said on June 19. The progress of the monsoon will provide a much-needed relief to North India, which is reeling under an intense heat wave. Now, going towards the Hindustan Times newspaper, it states that External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar to visit Sri Lanka tomorrow. India and Sri Lanka are set to review the implementation of the projects backed by New Delhi and overall the bilateral relationship during the External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar visit to Colombo on June 20. People familiar with the matter said on Wednesday. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar. The Honorable stated that Centre clears new minimum support price for 14 kharif crops. The Narendra Modi government on Wednesday approved the minimum support price on 14 kharif crops, Union Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw announced. The Narendra Modi government on Wednesday approved the minimum support price on 14 kharif crops. Activists spray paint UNESCO heritage site Stonehenge in UK. After the environmental activists sprayed an orange substance on Stonehenge, a UNESCO World Heritage Site in southwest England, police arrested 2 people on Wednesday. After the environmental activists sprayed an orange substance on Stonehenge, a UNESCO World Heritage Site in the southwest England, police arrested 2 people on Wednesday. Now, going towards the economy of the country from the business point of view, Central approves MSP on 14 kharif crop, says it is 1.5 times of production cost. Addressing a press briefing, Information and Broadcasting Minister Ashwini Vishnu announced that the MSP for paddy has been raised by 5.35% to Rs 2,300 per quintal for the 2024-25 kharif marketing season. The Union Cabinet on Wednesday approved a minimum support price on a 14 kharif crop summer based on recommendations from the Commission of Agriculture Cost and Prices. The hike in paddy support price is significant ahead of the elections in states like Haryana, Maharashtra, Jharkhand, and Delhi. The Union Cabinet on Wednesday approved a minimum support price at 14 kharif summer crops based on recommendation from the Commission for Agricultural Costs and Prices. From the banking and finance point of view, State of India raised Rs 200 billion via long-term bonds in financial year 2025. Last week, State Bank of India also approved raising $3 billion through the public offer or a private placement of a senior unsecured notes in the United States dollar or any other major foreign currency. State Bank of India, the country's largest lender, said on Wednesday it will raise up to the Rs 400 billion, that is $2.40 billion via long-term bonds in the current financial year. The State Bank of India will raise the funds through a public issue or a private placement of bonds. Sensex Nifty continued bull run up and at a record high after touching records high on Tuesday. Sensex up on 242.08 points or 0.81% higher at 77,543.20, while the Nifty 50 inched 71.90 points or 0.31% higher at the 23,629.80. Building Stock Exchange, Sensex and NSE Nifty 50 continued their bull run by the opening at Wednesday's session at new life highs. About the world news, including United Kingdom ex-Prime Minister Boris Johnson marks birthday with a life size of wooden Indian elephants. Pakistani national sentenced to 18 years in jail in South Africa for running fake passport syndicate. Supporters of Myanmar's jailed leader Suu Kyi mark her 79th birthday with a flower-themed protest. Italian Coast Guard searches for dozens of migrants missing after their ship capsized. Colorado LGBTQ+ club as shooters players are guilty to federal hate crimes. Sri Lanka needs to connect with India to benefit from its industrial success. President Wickremesinghe. Now, going to the science and tech, we have Qualcomm reached $75 million settlement over sales and the licensing practice. Qualcomm agreed to pay $75 million to resolve a lawsuit in which shareholders accused the chipmaker of defrauding them. Qualcomm agreed to pay millions to resolve a lawsuit while the company was accused of hiding anti-competitive sales and licensing practices from the shareholders. Qualcomm agreed to pay $75 million to resolve a lawsuit in which a shareholder accused the chipmaker of defrauding them by hiding its anti-competitive sales and licensing practices. A preliminary cash settlement was filed on Tuesday with the federal court in San Diego. What is balloon protein? We use it for representation purpose only. Earlier this year, scientists reported discovery a protein that allowed the bacterium Psychobacter Uranus to abruptly shut down unfavorable living conditions and restart just as quickly when they improved. Scientists have known that bacteria become dormant as a result of ribosome hibernation. Ribosomes are the machines that make proteins in cells. In harsh conditions like extremely cold weather, scientists knew there were special proteins that would cover the ribosomes and hinder their activity shutting the cell. But a balloon, the new found protein, achieves the same thing by doing something else. Artificial intelligence scientist Geoffrey Hinton joins CUSP. Artificial intelligence aims to use artificial intelligence to combat climate change. Geoffrey Hinton is an artificial intelligence scientist and a former employee of Google. Often dubbed the godfather of artificial intelligence, Geoffrey Hinton has been vocal in carrying out the risks of artificial intelligence as he announced that he was joining the CUSP's artificial intelligence scientist Geoffrey Hinton announced that he is joining a CUSP artificial intelligence in order to use artificial intelligence to combat climate change. I am excited to share that I have joined the advisory board at the rate of CUSP artificial intelligence, who have today come out of the stealth mode and are using cutting-edge artificial intelligence to tackle one of the most urgent problems we as society face: climate change. Hinton posted on X. How can Himachal Pradesh fight against the forest fires? Explained that the flames rise after the fire broke out in a forest area in Shimla on June 12. The story so far, Himachal Pradesh is witnessing widespread forest fires across the region. According to the Himachal Pradesh Forest Department, there have been a total of 1,684 forest fires since April 15. These fires have damaged a total of 17,471 hectares of the forest land, resulting in significant loss of wildlife from 2001 to 2023. Himachal Pradesh has lost 957 hectares of tree cover from fires and 4.37 thousand hectares from all other drivers of loss. Ancient genomes reveal legacies of human sacrifice and medieval epidemics. The temple Kukulkan is the most famous structure at this Jihan archaeological site seen here on August 18, 2009. Scientists have used archaeogenetics and evolutionary medicine to bring out to light some of the inner lives and beliefs of the many Mayan people. People's practice of burying human remains throughout the modern history echoes a diverse culture, spiritual and social benefit, and is often considered to be the line in the sands of the time between the modern and ancient humans. Studying burial practices is a complex endeavor. However, it is hard to say if some prehistoric cave burials are intentional commemorations or remains covered by sediment over time. Okay, thank you.